Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we are trying to do today is we are playing a red green Helm of the Host deck. And oh my goodness, I love Helm of the Host. It's so much fun. It had been like a week, maybe a week and a half since I had played it at all. So I had to build a deck around it, of course. You'll probably see quite a few of these kind of maybe one-ofs of it in certain decks, but this deck is all focused on Helm of the Host. With the Combat Celebrant never-ending cycle here. So if you get a Helm of the Host on a Combat Celebrant and it goes to combat, the trigger, you create a hasty version of him that can swing in, and he exerts, untaps, and you create another combat phase, which at the beginning of that combat phase, you create another combat celebrant. So you can swing in with 4/1s for eternity, and super fun. We only have two of him because I don't really want to spend these red wild cards on this guy, and it also gives us a chance to kind of show off some other things that Helm of the Host can do. And so, even though that is the best thing possible to do, I am kind of trying to show off a couple other fun things. And so, we're playing a little bit of a red green aggro version of this. So, we have a lot of mana dorks because we need to be able to pay 5 mana to equip this onto somebody, and we don't want to just get blown out by that. We have a Banefire to kind of finish off games once they kind of stonewall us, because that can happen. But otherwise, we have a lot of just red, green legendaries and big stuff. Things that, like, if they come down multiple times, like, it's pretty crazy. Like, if we get multiple steps with Helm of the Host on stuff, it's amazing. And part of the reason that I really like this is I was playing against someone who had a Helm of the Host, put it onto a Llanowar Elves, and the Llanowar Elves just went crazy. Like, they were creating so much mana, being able to get so many things out. They had a 1/1 blocker for every single thing I had, and it's kind of crazy how Helm of the Host on just about anything is powerful. And so we're only playing 3 of because we don't want to draw into multiple of them because it is a legendary. Drawing 2 is okay because a lot of times the first one does get destroyed, but otherwise we have Samut to run into, Grand Lord Radha, where we can just create tons of mana, hopefully be playing tons of things. We do have run 2 Struggle to Survives. We need something to kind of help us win against the mill deck. We do play Hazoret the Fervent, which this is probably the card where I'm debating and putting more in. But we're okay with how it is right now. The main thing is that we do empty our hand fairly quick a lot of the time if we get our mana dorks out. The other half of the time we're stuck with, Carnage Tyrants in hand and a couple of our bigger things. So that's why I'm running 1 of. I think 2 of is the right call here, but we're just trying out a couple different things. Bring in the Lathnu to kind of be a little bit more hasty, a little bit more aggro with the Voltaic Brawlers. And let's go ahead and get into the gameplay and see how this goes. Here we go. All right, so here we are in Arena Standard, and we are playing Red Green Helm of the Host. And this deck has given me quite a bit of success so far. We will see if that plays true today. So, we have 3 mana in hand, and 3 mana good cards I think you always try to keep. We are going first, but we can play tap land first, and I think that we do. We could play Aether. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and keep this. It's a little risky. We definitely need to draw into land, but we have colors right away. We can play most things that we draw into. All right, so land is good. All right, so perfect. So now we play Llanowar Elves, we play the mountain, and then we pass the turn. They are playing all of the elves. This might be elf tribal, which Carnage Tyrant might be pretty good against if we get it out quick enough. Voltaic Brawler is pretty good as well. We're going to play Aether Hub. And I think that we go ahead and swing in with Grand Lord Radha here. I think that's going to be our best play. So Grand Warlord Radha, swing in. We will create a green mana. 1 green. Bring him down to 17 and pass the turn. So we're going a little aggressive. And we're really hoping that they don't run into lords here for the elf tribal, if that's what this is. They play a forest. Opponent plays Blanchwood Armor onto the Llanowar Elves. So they do have a 4/4 here. Let's see if they swing in. We are totally fine with that. So next turn, they swing in with a 4/4. We can't kill them with a struggle just yet. One thing too about Combat Celebrant is we can create crazy amount of mana with Grand Warlord Radha. But one thing we can do is we can swing in and then play Demanding Dragon afterwards. And I think that's what we do. I think that having a flyer will be a little bit better here. So we're going to go to combat. We're going to attack. Swing in with Grand Warlord Radha. Gain. Put it in red. Go to damage. Do 3. We're going to play the Demanding Dragon. And see if they're going to sacrifice their Llanowar Elves or take 5. So they go down to 9. So this struggle may be pretty powerful for us here. It is an instant. Another Blanchwood Armor. Alright, that's pretty powerful. So let's see if they go swinging in with the 9/9. If not, we have a 2-turn clock with this Demanding Dragon. So we're going to say no blockers. They may be able to pump them up even more. But... Alright, so they get trampled. Titanic Growth goes down to 3. And so we're in pretty bad... I mean, that is definitely bad. We're going to play Mountain. We're going to play Voltaic Brawler. We're going to play Combat Celebrant. And I think that we just swing in with the Demanding Dragon and have 3 blockers just in case something terrible happens next turn. I mean... Yeah, we don't even get anything from swinging in with him this turn. So, yeah, we're just going to go Demanding Dragon. Go to damage. We bring him down to 4 and pass turn. And so, if they can give him Trample and maybe something even better, we may lose here. But I think we're in okay shape. That is really cool, though. So, he's getting +2 for every forest. But they're not showing an answer yet for what we have. Trample, I think, does kill us here. All right, swings in with Llanowar Elves. So we have to block the Llanowar Elves. So we'll block there with Llanowar Elves. And, I mean, if they have a way to give him Trample, we're dead anyway. So I think what we do is we just block with Grand Warlord here. And... yeah, I mean, the 1 extra toughness doesn't do much otherwise, so we're just going to go 2 blockers. And if they have us with something amazing here, then we're dead, but otherwise, we've got them next turn. So Blossoming Defense keeps them alive, but then we win next turn. Alright, so we are going to play a Mountain. Going to play Carnage Tyrant, and then we will swing for 5 in the air. Not letting him gain life there, and there we go. All right, so red-green, Helm of the Host. The Helm of the Host never came down, but this is why I'm playing a lot of our other good stuff as well. And that was game 1. Let's go for another one. All right, so here we are in Arena Standard playing red-green Helm of the Host. And this deck has been working out pretty well so far. We played against a pretty interesting mono-green deck. That played fairly well, and this is definitely a keep. I mean, we can play 2 things. We have 4 mana available and a lot of 5 and 6 drops, but we'll keep it. We would love to run into enough mana and there we go, for all this stuff. So we just have to keep our Llanowar alive. Let's see if that happens. Doesn't look like it. So Fiddle Push right away. Opponent plays a Swamp and passes the turn. We are going to play Rootbound Crag into Servant of the Conduit. Opponent plays another Swamp, and let's see if they kill this one right away. So they Doomfall, exiling the creature there. And luckily we are drawing into lands here, so we're going to play Mountain and pass the turn. And, I mean, Carnage Tyrant does really good against this deck, so I mean, unfortunately we don't get to play it next turn because we've lost so much stuff So they're going to put counters onto this guy, and I think that this is an okay struggle target. Yeah, I'd rather be spending the mana here. We have more removal, and so I'm okay killing their clock right now. We'll play a mountain past the turn, so we do have Demanding Dragon next turn. We're going to at least do 5 damage or kill a creature. Gonti, Lord of Luxury. Looks like we'll probably do 5 damage. We'll see. I would prefer that they sacrifice the Gonti so that we can play our Carnage Tyrant next turn, which luckily we're drawing into all of the land, so this has been working out fairly well. Carnage Tyrant can be very powerful here. Alright, so they take the 5 damage, keep the Gonti, and we have a 3-turn clock without removal. So they swing in, we say no blockers, they bring us down to 18. They play Demon of Catastrophes. Okay, so they do kill that guy, which is okay with us. We're going to bring down the Carnage Tyrant. And so they can swing in with a 6/6 Trampler, but we have 12 damage on the battlefield. No attackers. It'll just get killed. Pass the turn. So I don't think this deck plays a lot of... Ooh, okay, Herald of Anguish, but they don't have any artifacts. So we have to discard. We'll discard the Aether Hub. Kari Zev doesn't help us too much here. We're going to play Carnage Tyrant. We're going to have to discard next turn. And I think what we do is we are going to go ahead and swing in and kind of ask for them to trade here. So we can swing in with both. And if they trade with the Demanding Dragon, we're killing the Herald of Anguish kind of for free. So we're going to swing in with both here. It's a little risky, but I think that's going to be the best play. Alright, so it looks like they're going to just kill that one, take 7. And we're fine with that as well. Opponent plays a Swamp and passes the turn. So we have to discard a Kari Zev. We get to play a Voltaic Brawler. And we are going to go swinging. They have to block one of them. Actually, they have to block both of them. Alright, so they bring back our Abrade on the Voltaic Brawler. So we're going to go to combat. We're going to swing with both. They have to block both of them to stay alive here. So they only block one, and we kill him. Okay. Sounds good to me. Alrighty. Carnage Tyrant's coming in for the win. And let's see here. Did we gain a rank? Yes, we did. Wait, I went from tier 4 to tier 3. Oh, okay. Sounds good. I play so many interesting decks. I don't know where I'm at most of the time. Alright, so here we are in Arena Standard playing Red-Green Helm of the Host. And this deck has been doing awesome so far. So we are 2-0. Played against some pretty interesting decks. We just beat out the mono black control deck, and we're keeping this. We have Helm of the Host, we have things to put it on that we want. We do have 3 mana in hand, kinda, with 2 things to play. So yeah, this is a good hand. Opponent plays a Mountain, plays Soulscar Mage, passes the turn. We play Forest and Llanowar Elves. And the Kari Zev will be pretty good here, I think. Soulscar Mage is powerful. We're hoping this isn't just a straight-up burn deck. Yeah, so Abrades, pumps a Soulscar Mage. And Mono-Red aggro is a hard thing to match up with. We're going to play Rootbound Craig, play Kari Zev, and pass the turn. They play Sunscorched Desert. Hit us down to 17. Alright, so they'll Banefire, bringing this down to just a neg 1. So we can still swing in with a 2-2 or 2-1 every turn. So no blockers. We'll take 2 down to 15. Llanowar isn't bad here. So we're going to swing in for 6 damage here, and we are actually going to be winning this race. Unfortunately, this goes away. The reason I'm having this in the deck, so we'll take action, is because I was playing, like, I am playing Bristling Hydras, a couple of things that create a lot of energy, and if a Helm of the Host goes on them or this guy, we can end up keeping a lot of them every turn, or, you know, like, and it's pretty powerful at that point. And so that's why I'm running a 1 of, just kind of testing it out. I do like the speed that it provides. So opponent Banefires our face. So they're going to be doing 5 damage here, which is pretty good. So we get an Aether Hub. So we can play Llanowar Elves and guarantee Demanding Dragon next turn, or a Samut. Possibly a blocker if we need it. Or we can play Helm of the Host, hope for a land, and then play it on the Kari Zev, which, I mean, creates quite a bit of power, but I think that our better play is Llanowar here. So we're going to play Llanowar instead. We're going to go attacking. We do lose this guy next turn. We're going to hit in, bring him down to 8. Unfortunately, he goes away. Opponent has another Sunscorched Desert, has 1 card in hand, which hopefully is not another Banefire. Alright, so Wizard's Lightning on the Llanowar Elves brings us down to 7. Alright, so Vinemare is actually pretty good against this deck as well. So we are going to go ahead and for sure play the Vinemare. And then swing in, keeping the race going. So we bring him down to 6, pass the turn. And Vinemare, I mean, if they don't draw into just really big burn spells, we're doing pretty good. So Wizard's Lightning, keeping a clock on us, but we're doing the same, especially with an Abrade. So we do have the win here. So unfortunately we didn't get to play the Helm of the Host, but we do get to win here. I mean, I shouldn't be sad for winning, but I didn't play the Helm of the Host, and I think it was the right play at the time. And that's why, you know, Helm of the Host is more of a win more card. You don't always play it. But there are other situations where it can just totally take over game, and it is the reason we win. Anyway, so we had what we needed there, played pretty well, and yeah, that was pretty good. All right, so that was, I guess, red-green aggro. We can call it red-green Helm of the Host, but we only saw it once, and I didn't play it. I would stick around and try to play more, but my wife came down and said it's time for bed, and so I probably should listen to her because, you know, happy wife, happy life, something like that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the deck. It is super fun, and I want you to try it out. It's really just a blast. I really like the red-green aggro. I'm a big fan of the Voltaic Brawler. A lot of these other energy cards that most people don't play a lot of the time. Combat Celebrant with the Helm of the Host is the super fun thing that you can do. You can go infinite with it. And if you have bigger stuff out there as well, like Voltaic Brawler, if you have a lot of energy, he can get massive as you're going too. So super fun stuff. And I just love this deck. It's really, really fun. I hope you guys try it out yourselves. If you like the video, please give me a like. Down in the comments below, tell me any changes that you might make to the deck or anything about whatever you want. If you want me to play it again, put it in the comments down below as well, because I know I didn't quite get the combo off. So we might have to try it out again in another video. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.